Oops, I have to. All right, let's get this party started. I believe. Yes, there we go. Bingo. Rocking and rolling. And we almost made it on time today. It's a big improvement from last time. But Tom, John, great to see you guys here today. Excited to get to help out. Let's get you over hurdles, back to doing big things. Looks like this afternoon is going to be a little bit slower of a session, just like the earlier session was. So if you guys have any questions, feel free. We can talk about anything right now. There's no time limits on us. Feel free to just unmute yourself. If you have any questions, unmute. Let's get into it. Let's have a lot of fun doing it.
Hey, Dante, it's Tom.
Hey, Tom, how we doing?
Doing okay. I don't really have too many questions. I was just going to sit in for more training, trying to implement the stuff that we talked about yesterday
Cool.
with you and Trey.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
kind of redefining, I'm redefining my avatar and trying to target a slightly different market based on what made a lot of sense from Trey yesterday. So what I'll probably do is I'll keep the original funnel that I have and then either create another one and then just create ads to both. I don't want to split test it, I don't think, because I am targeting two completely different demographics. Does that make sense? Or would you do a split test with two different, because the ads are going to have to be different too. So I'm going to be yeah.
Yes, you're changing the ad for the avatar. So if you're changing the ad, it is going to be a new funnel as well. Just clone it, make a new version. You're perfect there.
Yeah, so I'm in the midst of doing that today. So yeah, it's exciting.
Nice.
I get to do it all over and learn from my mistakes the last time. So
Yeah. So who are you targeting now? Are you targeting preppers
yes,
and
yep,
doomsdayers? Yeah.
yeah. I feel like I think that's a hotter, especially just some of the examples that Trey was talking about yesterday. I know. I think it's. I'll do both. Because there was some success with the first, so I'll just do two. Two different funnels, two different ad creatives, and then
Yeah. I think you're right on the money, Tom. It was really interesting. While Trey saw that bag and immediately thought preppers and he knew exactly what kind of bag that was. As you're positioning that product to campers and outdoor enthusiasts, I'm thinking they've not yet seen that bag before because that bag targets preppers. So more than likely, while it stood out to Trey, it's probably not standing out to your customers, and just a little repositioning into like the best camping bag the world has ever seen, the best bag for camping. I think that could work as well. I mean, you got results. You got results. So I think you're right on the money with that as well. We don't just want to turn it off. There is something there to explore.
right. And I just think to Trey's point, and I think to your point right now, the messaging that I have in both, because apparently the ads were not doing well whatsoever. So I think I just got to hit that harder. And having listened to everything that Trey and you were talking about yesterday, and then looking at my creatives, it's easy to see why they may not have been hitting as hard as I might have liked. So
I'm sorry, Tom, to interrupt you. I have no internet here. I'm gonna move out to another place, so I'll get out and back in 5 minutes. Okay. I don't
Sounds
have
great, John.
4 minutes.
That sounds great. We'll be here.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
yeah, no, that's all right. So yeah, so I think I just need to I'm trying to do this with AI imagery right now, and it's as good as it is. It was clearly, very easily pointed out yesterday that it's not quite there. It's hard to duplicate exactly. If you have a product image, there always seems to be changes in it when you're trying to train your AI to be like, no, leave the image alone, and just kind of work with what you've got around it. So I really, like I said, I have a bag on order, and I'm gonna try to, take some photographs that are, a little more compelling and so forth. So, and I would love
And
to
just
try to,
real.
Pardon me?
Just real images that
Yeah.
people look at and obviously can tell, like, oh, this is not AI. This is a real product in the real world that I live in. And I mean, to that point, you got results while finding out that, like, wow, my ad creatives was just AI imagery. My imagery all over the funnel was different bags and different formations and probably so many questions that I left my customers. And even with all that, you got results. Super heartening. It really is.
Yeah, no, like I said, I was really excited about, when I saw the first sale come through, I was really excited. And then when I got one literally the day after the ads were turned off, I was like, wow, okay, so there, here we go. So, I mean, I don't think I conveyed that yesterday. I think, it seemed like I was sort of kind of poking fun at two sales, which I was not. I was actually really
No, it
excited
didn't
about
seem
it.
that way at all.
All right, all right.
No, you
Yeah,
just
so,
seemed like a realist is all it is, Tom.
yeah, I suppose, but realist with hopes and dreams. So
Yes, sir. No, yes, sir.
so yeah, no, I'm really excited. It's been a really fun journey so far. So I'm happy to continue with it as far as I can take it. So yeah,
Yeah, I love that, man. Do you have a designer by chance in your back pocket?
I do not. No,
Okay.
uh,
Here's how
I've been
we've
looking at
done.
99 Designs. I've been kind of taking a look at the website and just kind of going through it, and because you mentioned that yesterday about maybe a redesign for somebody that's obviously got those types of chops. So
Well,
yeah, so
and there's two different redesigns I'm talking about here. One is an entire page redesign. Like, let me show you something really cool. Let me see if I can find the browser. Okay. And if I share this, I think this will work. Okay. Bingo. And I also want that. No, sorry. Sorry. I'm almost there. Okay. So here we go. As you look through, oh wow, this has changed a lot. Oh, hold on now. Here we go. As you go through your training, the guy that's walking you through or showing any tech functionality, that's Ben Moot. Ben Moot is a friend of mine. He's Russell's right-hand man. Awesome marketer, awesome funnel builder. I very much respect Ben. So he went through and he built this funnel for his product, the Harmony Gel Cap. It's a gel cap that you put over your eyes to get better sleep and cohesion in your life. It follows Trey's interstitial layout beautifully. He has a couple changes, like in the top right, he has a button that says check availability instead of his company email and phone number. I think he would do well to have the number instead of a check availability button, especially because we have this one hovering on the page at all times. So personally, I think this is wasted authority. So you'll find a couple little different things in his template that you're not going to see in Trey's, and stick to what Trey has. But here we go. We have a simple headline. We have the before and after, just like Trey has in the template. We go down into the story, but take a look at the design here, Tom. You can see the pop out on the right-hand side. It just looks clean. It feels professional. It feels like $100 million brand. As we look through, and by the way, Ben did all this by hand, no custom code. This is just the funnel. So I want you guys to see this, because as we get better at building funnels, this is what it's going to look like for all of you too. He didn't hire a designer. He didn't go to 99 Designs. He has the skill set. If we don't have the skill set yet, if we're still honing and crafting it, then in that case, that's when we do go to 99 Designs. We do get a designer so we can fast track and our funnels can look perfect without us having to take the time to become designers and funnel builders ourselves. So as we're looking through, check it out. I mean, look at this. It's just taking it to the next level. It's not just, hey, I tried this and this and this. It's not, before I found this thing, I tried, and it's not a checklist with green check marks or red X's saying I tried yoga, massage. No, this is proper design, right? Keep going down. This is all story. This is all story. Everybody asks me all the time, should I have story in my funnel? 1,000,000%. Yes, we should. Its stories are everything when it comes to our funnels. Then down in here, he puts a video embedded like in the middle of the page, showing a simple unboxing of his product itself. It shows the packaging that it comes in. It shows the product. Customer is happy.
Can I ask real quick, that video?
Yes.
Is that using what's the service that?
Voomly?
Yes.
Yes, it absolutely is.
Okay.
100% is. So then we come down. What is the Harmony gel cap? That's in the template. What is it? He's following the template exactly and laying it out exactly the same way. He's just got a more professional design on the page. This, when we're talking full page design for the ecom track gang, we're gonna sell our products. When we're selling our products, you're either gonna use Zendrop to get fulfillment, so you can like drop ship from the start, or sell the product before you have any in stock. Sell the product before you have it in hand and you've actually made a bulk purchase. Go run your ads. Go sell the product as soon as somebody buys. Give them a call. Say, hey, I'm so sorry. We just sold out of our last unit right now. We already have another shipment coming in, but it is gonna take a couple of weeks. If you'd like, I'd be happy to refund you right now, or if you want to wait a couple weeks, I'll make sure your package is the first one to go, and I'd love to give you a discount code that you can use on future purchases, right? So smooth it over. Your customers won't be pissed about that. Maybe one or two want a refund, but for the most part, they're all just going to wait. You know, they made the purchase. They don't have a problem waiting after they made the purchase. Then, after all of that is said and done, then we get our data. We know if we want to sell this product or not. And if we do want to sell, so sell fast. Sell fast. Get data. Know if this product is gonna work or not. And if the product's gonna work, immediately goes to 99 Designs. You come out with a layout, a design like this, and then you launch on this. Because this, whatever you got to convert on your try, putting a professional design behind it, that means you have the copy good. The imagery is good. The layout of the page is good. Everything is working. You're just making it better. Does that make sense so far, Tom? Yeah, great.
Certainly does.
Great. So it's for hot and cold coverage. You get 360-degree coverage for a full blackout. It's multi-use, has frictionless comfort, and it's sunlight blocking. Even though these are like the exact same thing, 360 coverage and sunlight blocking. So yeah, sure, I could tell him to change his copy, but this looks awesome. For somebody who's having a hard time sleeping or wants to learn and get better at taking naps during the day when the sun is out, this is like, wow, ding, ding, ding. I've been looking for something like this. You can see different kinds of headaches require different targeted treatments, and the hot and cold options really cater to that. He's going to have another video down here about migraines and colds. Looks like a 6-second video. He should have just turned this into a GIF that's automatically playing at all times. But he just did this for an example's sake. Right? He just did it to show people how the game is played. What kind of headaches does it help with? Information about customers and what they're going through. How do you use the thing? Look at that breakout. I think you've heard me talk to multiple people about this, specifically Charlie, when he's been asking, well, what else should I have on the bottom of the funnel? And I keep on saying, well, we should have like a t-shirt, an image of your t-shirt and the things that are coming off of it. In the top corner, the material it's made with. In the other top corner, how many times you can wash it, right? All these things. This is just Ecom 101. There is nothing fancy. There is nothing crazy about this. He's not inventing anything. Any designer worth their salt that you would get on 99 Designs, any of them can do this. This is like entry level. Why is it so effective? The best part, our lives have changed for the better. Here's the thing. Here we hit them with an update. Try before you buy. Get the Harmony Gel Cap today for free. Just cover shipping and handling. So we say update, and we're trying to have some urgency and scarcity, right? Update. It's sold out in retail. You can only buy online here today. That's to try and discourage cross-shopping, going to Amazon, going to other places, oldnavy.com, target.com, yada, yada. That's just to have a little urgency and scarcity. So he tweaked it because he's going to run a free plus shipping offer here. So update, try before you buy, get it today completely for free. He hits him with his 180-day money-back guarantee. Why 180 days? 180 days is 6 months. 6 months is how long somebody has with their credit card provider to charge back the actual purchase. So if I know that people can charge back for 180 days, why don't I just make my guarantee 180 days, the longest that they possibly have? That just makes it a stronger guarantee. We're just playing the game. Because let's say, when it comes to warranties and guarantees, let's say you offer a 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee, but on day 60, somebody reaches out to you and they say, hey, this thing's falling apart. I'm not really happy with it. I know I'm out of my 30 days, but I want to get a refund for this. What are you going to say? No? Of course not. Well, you will at the start until you realize what chargebacks are, and that customer, after you said, no, sorry, you're outside of your 30 days, they called their bank and they said, hey, I don't have this product. I don't know where this charge came from. Charge it back. And now your bank charges back to you. So we're not going to have that on our vendor profile at all. We're just going to have a 180-day guarantee, the longest time that they can charge back. And that's going to give me a super strong guarantee, which puts all the on me as the business owner, not the customer as the consumer. And in the e-com space, that's one of the biggest things we're trying to do. We're trying to remove risk from customers. This is a risk-free offer right here. You have no risk whatsoever. I take on all the risk as the business itself. So we have his button right here to check availability and discounts. He comes down here to his reviews of the product. He's going to hit the FAQs, and this is just really simple design stuff. But how much stronger does this look? How much more professional is this FAQ setting, where we just have the questions themselves? They only click down to see the answers to the questions that they specifically have. And there it is. That's the end.
I looked into doing that too.
Yeah. Love it,
I
Tom.
guess there might be some extra coding involved there.
Yes, that would be just a little bit of custom code. That's the only custom code on this funnel right here. But so you're exactly on track, Tom. Let's tweak the ad. Let's make a new version of the funnel. Let's launch that. Let's look at the results and what we're getting. And if we get good results, then this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to 99 Designs. You're going to transform the page. The page is going to have a design like this. It's going to convert even higher. And bingo, you have your first product.
Yeah, and then I like the idea of reducing the cost by going to another provider, shipping them in, and then shipping them on my own.
Yeah, 100%, because, you did your early on testing. You know that the product is selling. So now you have a kind of an idea of how much inventory you want to purchase and what you're going to do with it. And 100%, right on the money. So any other questions on any of that, Tom?
No. It's fantastic. I said I was going to be just sort of a fly on the wall here today. As long as I can listen, I try to absorb as much as I can. So please, by all means, anybody else has questions, I give up the floor.
Awesome. Great stuff, Tom. All right, John is here. Let's hop over to John. Oh, you are still muted, John. I can hit my there you go.
Yeah, I have to come here because my office internet is really bad, and I couldn't share this. So let me share this funnel. This funnel is a funnel share. All right, so just a minute. All right, so here's this funnel that I wanna launch today. I wanna put it live today. All I need to do some fine tuning, like if I go over here, let me see. If I go, let me take this out of the way. If I go over here, I'm gonna do some fine tuning later. See, I'm gonna come down here and I'm going to put all the terms over here, the private policy support. I can do that later. But the question is, and I have one. This is a $49 a month subscription. Okay, it's 99, but you sign up today, you're gonna save 50%. It's a 49 subscription.
Nice.
Basically, what you get with this is over 100 different ways to market your business, and then you're gonna get a weekly mindset on Zoom, so you can, create a high performance mindset for your business.
Yep.
Now, what I wanted to ask you is, all I need to do is in test mode. All I need to do is to put it live, and that's all. What is the test mode over here? Because I haven't checked this funnel. If I go over here,
Well, this is an awesome question, John. So first off, great work on the funnel. It looks fantastic. Exactly like it's supposed to look. That was great execution. Now, here's how I like to tell people to test, John. You ran your test with the test card number, correct? You ran
Yes,
a
I
test
did.
purchase?
Everything is fine. Yes.
Beautiful. What I like to have people do now,
I'll tell you what, Dante, let me test it right in front of you to make sure
well, as
that.
long as you ordered and went to the next page, it's perfect.
Okay, yeah, so it's fine. It's perfect. Yes.
Great. So here's what I want you to do now, John. Make your product $1. We're going to turn our funnel out of live mode. I can test mode. I can help you do that right now. But then just make your product $1. And I'd then like you to go test in a live purchase. Go make a live purchase of your product. Use your actual credit card and buy it just for $1. As long as all that works on a live purchase, then you can change the product to whatever price point you want it to be, $49. If it works for $1, it'll work when you change the price point. And I like to make it $1, John, because especially when people have high ticket products, like if you're selling a $2,000 product, people would use their own card to make that purchase, but then they refund the purchase. And the first transaction on their merchant account in Stripe or whoever they're using, the first transaction is a refund, and that doesn't look good to your payment processor. So just make it $1. Don't refund it. It's your money anyway. Leave it in your business account. But if it works on $1, you can change the price point to whatever you want, and you know it'll work for that.
Okay, so I'm gonna make it live now. Where do I go to make it live?
Nice. Let's go back to your account. One browser tab left. Bingo. And let's go to your main funnel settings, top right.
Top right.
A little more right. Yes, perfect. Right there. There's a test mode toggle. Just turn that to no. Uh-huh. Bingo. Scroll to the very bottom and update.
Okay.
Now,
right
last
now,
thing,
it's
John.
live.
Yep. Now it is live. You'll see in the top right, it's just gone from test mode to now a green box that says live. So you're good to go. You are live. I think you know this from years past, but just in case, I want to remind you, I'm a big fan of using incognito windows to test my live purchases. You remember how to do that, or do you need a refresher?
No, let's refresh.
Cool. Let's go. This is loading up. Okay, at the very top middle, there's my tool. Right up here at the top middle is your funnel URL. Yes, if you were to click that button, it would open up a new tab and you would be previewing your funnel. But we want to use an incognito window. So actually, take me one tab left back to your account. We're just going to copy the URL. So just click the URL itself. Yep. Bingo. Now you copied it. We're going to open up a new browser. So click the 3 dots in the top right of your browser.
Right here?
Yes, right there. Perfect. Now, new incognito window. Yep. Okay, now I'm not seeing that, but on your screen, you probably just saw a new window pop up. Yes?
Yeah, I said you gone incognito, yes.
Perfect. So now just paste your URL into that window. And now you're looking at your funnel, correct?
Yes.
Beautiful. Don't do it yet, John, because you still have to make your product $1. But that is how I like for everybody to test. Use an incognito window and visit your URL that way.
Okay. Why would you do it incognito?
Great question. Tom was just asking the same. Tom said, does Incognito remove autofill and entry fields? Yes, it does. It depends on each browser because you can have certain data go to an incognito window. So some people's incognito windows does autofill. Most people won't. An incognito window, John, you know, your browser like this, your normal browser that you were just showing me your ClickFunnels account in, that browser has a brain. It's called the cache. So as you're going from website to website and doing things on that browser, it just fills up the brain. And basically, when you're testing, I want to make sure that I'm on a clean environment. It's not using any past data. And that's an incognito window. Incognito windows don't have a cache, they don't have a brain. So when you use that window, like the browser is not going to remember your credit card information. The browser is not going to remember you as a purchaser. Using an incognito window is the best way to ensure that you're using and viewing your funnel exactly as a customer will. Does that make sense?
Yes, perfect.
Bingo.
So the other question is, I was checking if the payment is hooked up on everything, and everything looks fine.
Yep.
See over here, everything is
Payments
looks
AI,
like it's
Stripe,
fine.
PayPal. Most importantly, I'm seeing green checks to the right of everything. Look perfect here, John.
Okay, but the question is, it says minimal payment paid out $100. This is gonna be a $49 a month. So, what is the minimal payout amount here?
The minimum payout amount just means you have to have $100 in your account for those monies to be transferred over.
Okay.
That's
so
all.
if I sign up somebody with $49, unless I have 3 of them, it's not gonna be transferred to the account.
Technically, no, but even if you only had 2 of them, when the next month hits, you'll then hit that threshold and you'd get paid out then.
I see.
Right.
I don't know because I use a Stripe all the time manually, and even for a $50, it transferred to my account. I guess this is the way payment AI is programmed here, right?
Yes, but you are using Stripe on your checkout, so you're not using Payments AI for that functionality even. You can get with Payments AI support and just make sure that it's all set up this way. I'm 99% sure you are set up this way because this is how we have it set up. You're using Stripe. So you're actually bypassing the minimum payouts with Payments AI. That's only if you were using Payments AI as the payment processor. We have a threshold, but you're using Stripe inside of Payments AI, so you're not going to actually have a threshold.
Right here. See a Stripe over here?
Yes, correct. Same thing with PayPal. If they choose to use PayPal, then that's just going to go right to your PayPal. It's not going to have to meet any sort of thresholds.
Okay. So one more question before
Sure.
I go. Let me. I wanna let me help me out to go back to change to $1 instead of 49.
Yeah, we can do that. One more tab left to your account. Okay, let's exit top left.
Top left. Let's exit.
Yep, beautiful.
All
right, now go to your products tab. Yep. All products.
This is the training here. This is the course.
Awesome. Go ahead and click the name. Excuse me. All right, let's scroll down to pricing.
Let me get rid of this. Pricing.
It was actually just above. A little more. Right there. Okay, so you have it set at $49 a month, $49 every month. Great. You're right, John. Edit that price. So then amount per month, just make it 1.00.
Right here?
Yes.
Well, no. It's not.
Oh, okay. We're not letting. Okay, sorry. I didn't even see the error. Because this is a subscription product, we can't modify the price. No worries. Close this down, top right. We're just going to add a price point. So go back down to your pricing and click the button top right that says add price. Just above that. Yeah, bingo. Okay, now we'll make this $1. That's right. Make it a subscription at the very top.
Can we do?
Yep, subscription. Beautiful. Make it $1.
There you go, $1.
That's 1.0. Make it 1.00.
Oh, 1.00.
Nice. At the bottom, charge customer every 1 month.
Charge customer every 1 month.
You can just type 1 to the left. Yep, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, customer can cancel, they can upgrade, they can downgrade. Beautiful. Save that price for me. Now.
So I'm gonna remove this one and I'm gonna activate this one, right?
Correct. Yes, John. Bingo. Beautiful.
And let me save this.
Yes, sir.
And then all I need to, all I need to do once I do try with incognito, I remove this and I activate this one.
That's exactly right, John. And once you do that, you can delete the whole $1 pricing. So you only have your subscription pricing.
Okay. Let me go ahead and try with my credit card and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, that sounds great, John. As long as that goes through, just set up the privacy and terms and you're ready to roll. Funnel looks great.
So actually it's live right now. I can go ahead and charge $1 to my credit card, right?
Yep, you absolutely can.
All right, let me try that out and then I'll get back to you. Thank you.
Cool, John. Last thing you have to do, because you had your incognito window open before we made these changes, when you go to the incognito window, just make sure to reload the browser. Okay. That'll load all these changes in, and then you'll see that $1 price point.
Actually, let me do something here that I have you here. I'm gonna go to the funnel right now.
Sure.
Here.
Yep, we can do that.
Let me go to the funnel.
Just top left, click your funnels tab.
Top left.
Or that works. You're there. You're back.
All right, so I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna copy the domain. No, I wanna copy, and then I'm gonna go incognito here, right?
Yep.
New incognito window.
That's just a new window. Yeah, new incognito.
Incognito window, and I'm gonna click. And I'm ready to. So I'm gonna purchase for $1 here, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll get back to you later. Thank you.
That sounds great. Good stuff, John.
Okay, bye.
That is awesome. I love seeing that. I love projects getting across the finish line. John's been working on that funnel for a couple weeks now, and he is there. That's awesome. I love that. Wow. Gang, it's been a little bit of a sleepy Wednesday, but we have some time left before 3 o'clock. So if anybody has any final questions, feel free. Let's talk about it. Jonathan, I see you.
Yeah, so I made the changes and
nice.
And let's see, we had about 20 something page views this morning. I guess it counts down just the morning on ClickFunnels. And since we've made the upgrade, there's been about 70 something people who have looked at the page view, but still haven't opted in. And so then I went and I looked at my ad, and I think I need to make some changes to the copy there that give a little bit more clarity. Here, let me show you.
Yes.
What I'm talking about here. Here we go. Come on. So I noticed in here, we made all those changes on the actual funnel, but in here, it's still more vague. It says salesperson rather than like roofing pro or
service professional.
Right. Like I have here in the funnel that we made the change to. Roofers, landscapers, solar experts, etc.
Mm-hmm. Did you change the background of your mock-up to the right?
Oh, I'm working on the mock-up.
Yeah, we're working on that. So she was
Did
messing
something
with.
change though? I think was it a white background and now you have a black background? Something looks different and it looks better.
No, we changed the whole background of the entire funnel to the same gray that that Facebook uses.
Gotcha.
Trying to bring some visual continuity in there.
Yep.
Yeah. The
Looks
bottom part.
great.
This was the black part here.
Yeah, and I was like, whatever. If they've scrolled this far, they're fine.
Right. It looks so good. So good.
So yeah, we're gonna let it run until tomorrow. I am gonna change this little ad part here,
Have them watch the ad.
and then
Oh yeah,
I
you
don't
have a
know.
video? Let's take a look.
Yeah, you should hear it. Oh shit!
It's
Sorry.
okay. It's actually not letting me hear it anyway.
Oh.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. This might be okay. Now let's see if I can do it here, and maybe you guys should hear it now.
No, I still don't. When you shared your screen in Zoom, did you share your entire desktop?
As far as I know, let's see. Let me stop.
Okay,
again.
let's do a reshare. Share your screen. When that pop-up shows up that you're going to choose the screen to share, on the very right, you're going to see some checkboxes. One of them says share sound. Make sure that is on. Okay, let's try now.
So what's your alternative?
Gotcha. Let me hear that hook again.
Are you a service provider?
Okay, pause.
salesperson?
When it comes to advertising, and especially in 2025 with TikTok ruining our brains, you only have 3.25 seconds to grab them with a hook. Back in the day, we used to say 8 seconds, then it turned to 5. Now it's 3.25. In a couple years, it'll be 1.15, right? It's going to get shorter and shorter and shorter. You're eating up valuable time in the edit. I think it was your first 2 seconds is nothing being said. So we need to re-edit that video so you do not wait. The first 5 seconds are everything. They are gold. We have to make sure that we go right into the thing. Keep it moving.
Are you a service provider, salesperson, like a roofing company, solar company, HVAC, plumbing, pest control, and you're getting tired of door knocking all day or maybe cold calling? They're proven methods, but it's harder to scale, especially if you're busy servicing the customers you already have. So what's your alternative? I ran around for years and years and years trying to figure this out. I couldn't get a website because I didn't own the company. But then I learned what a sales funnel was. And a sales funnel allows me to collect leads and get new customers every single day without me having to worry about it. So I could service the customers I have while continuing to have a steady lead of customers coming in. I built the checklist down below. It helped you get started on your first sales funnel. Whether you use a paid version or a free version, these are the steps that you need. Click below and get it emailed, sent over to you, and start a sales funnel so you can start getting more leads coming in every day.
Oh, Jonathan, great job, man. Great job. Now, can we make the video better? Yes. Of course we can. Like there was a lot of bridges in there that I didn't hear. Like you go from one topic, you just go into the next. And there's a lot of stuff we could transform. Like go to the very end of your video. Let me show you this. The last like 20 seconds. Yeah, right around there.
Funnel, whether you use a paid version or a free version, these are the steps that you need. Click below and get it emailed, sent over to you, and start a sales funnel so you can start getting more leads coming in every day.
Okay, great. So you go into like, here's the checklist that you need, where we really want to, that's where we want to have our stats. That's where we want to have our assurances. Instead of just saying, I created a checklist, instead say, here's my exact checklist that I used to build my first sales funnel. Here's the checklist that I used to build my first sales funnel that made me my first $1 million. Or here's the checklist that I used to create my first funnel that brought in the first leads that I turned into sales. Right? Instead of just, here's a checklist to build your first funnel. Here's the checklist I used to receive this result, to achieve this goal. And I saw quite a bit of that in the video, of little bridges that we could have in there that just build up the authority of our product. But so yeah, of course we could definitely make a better video, right? You, Jonathan, just like everybody else in the world, when it comes to the CTA telling people to do the thing, that's the only point in the whole video that you stuttered. But just like everybody else in the world, and that's not even the biggest problem, because although sure, the first 2 seconds of the video, you don't say anything. At the very end of the video, you have a little stutter, and, right? Who cares? People are still clicking the ad. People are still going to the funnel. So yeah, you could make the video better. You could make it cleaner. You could add an edit or two in there to kind of chop it up and break it up and make it more consumable, more like short form content that customers are used to seeing every single day. But it works. It's getting customers to click through. It's getting them to do the thing. What's your cost? $10, 10 cents per click. We're getting, okay, so that's 547 clicks out of 7,000 impressions. So 700 impressions would be 10%. So we're just down, we're just south of 10% on our click-through rates. So this is not bad at all, what I'm seeing here, Jonathan. Nothing bad here. Could we get a better click-through rate? Yes, of course we could, but you're getting the click-through rates. You're getting people to the funnel right now. I wouldn't be too worried about it. The next one that I create, I would learn from this, and I would just create a better video and have better copy, but you're going to do that anyway, because as we do things, we're going to get better at doing them. So I say all that to say, man, stick on the path. Just keep doing the thing. You're doing exactly like you should. It's all about the funnel. You're getting people to go through. Could we make the ad better? Yes, of course we could. We almost don't want to make the ad better at this point. We almost want to just leave it where it is, bringing these people in, and let's get our hooks and our headlines converting and turning people into leads. Then we can worry about better ads that are going to send more people now that the page is actually converting. Does that all make sense? Sorry, Jonathan, you're just muted. I can hit my fancy magic button here. Should be popping up on your screen to unmute.
Yep. Okay.
There we go.
Well, you got me?
Gotcha now.
What I was saying, what was I saying?
On clarity.
On clarity, since we made the changes yesterday when we spoke with you, they are staying longer to where they were clicking the ad, but they were only on a couple of seconds and they were jumping right off. They were jumping on and they were jumping right off.
Literally 1 second, 2 seconds.
Yeah, but now they're staying 10, 15, 20 and longer. And so they're looking at more of the actual page, because when we watch the recordings, you can see them scrolling and doing stuff that they weren't doing before.
So perfect. This is the iteration process. Every time you're doing something, you're getting better results. We keep iterating, we keep changing, we keep tweaking. You're right on track.
Fantastic. That's the reassurance I needed, because we're like,
This morning, yeah.
it's not working. What are we doing? We got to be doing the whole thing wrong.
Yeah, today was his discouraged moment, and a couple nights ago was mine, where we're just like, you know what? I'm at my wit's end. So yeah.
Are you guys? Are, that's amazing. Are you guys funnel hacking anybody?
So we're still trying to figure out how to like funnel hack and use the top hat thing, Barnum, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I haven't
like
grasped.
manually a little bit, but we don't have usage of the tools, any of the extra tools to help us. So,
Like
'cause we
which
know that
ones?
it's more organized, like the Barnum.
The
PT.
Barnum is the one that I have on the little toolbar. It's attached to there, and I tried to use it once. I think I was like, oh, get the whole thing, and it was like gathering everything, the top screen, and it was taking. I was like, oh, maybe I hit the wrong button.
Well, when you use Barnum, what you want to do is the full page.
Okay.
You can do a, where is it? Oh, I'm in my free account here. Yes, in the paid account, we have a bunch of other cool stuff, but just use your full page. That'll take a full page screenshot. And if you're having a hard time at Barnum, just go in here and use this tool. It's called Go Full Page. Let me get Doug and Ashley in here really quick. Go Full Page. It's just a browser extension. And there we are. Let's get back here. When you guys click this, Go Full Page is going to do the same thing that Barnum does. We've been using Go Full Page for years. That's why Barnum does what it does. So this will take an entire full page screenshot, and now bingo, we got it. So anybody that is teaching, now I can go in here and I can zoom into certain parts of the funnel, but I have everything I need. I can scroll through. I can literally go and funnel hack them now exactly. I can model exactly what they're doing. So anybody who's doing what you're doing, teaching roofers, and there's tons and tons of them, find the people that are having success, and let's go look at a handful of their opt-in pages. All of them will probably have lead magnets online. Let's go see what their lead magnets look like. Let's go look at the layout, the design of the page. Let's go see what they're talking about. Did they label their bundle of resources? Did they name it something cool, like Jonathan's roofing accelerator, right? Did they name the thing? After the fold, what comes next? Are they breaking down the product? Are they breaking down the lead magnet and showing people what's inside? Or are they more so showing the transformation that they're going to receive? It would be, at this point, gang, it is so useful to funnel hack, to go see your competitors, what things are working, what is generating them leads. It's the greatest things for you to use to start running your split tests. But having said that, that's exactly what I think you guys are going to be split testing. It's going to be hooks and headlines and images until you get those converting the best. And then it'll be the stuff below the fold. It's going to be more information about the lead magnet, more information about the transformation that you're going to share with your customers.
Okay. More
Okay.
information about the transfer.
Yeah, so I guess that's what we're gonna. I'm gonna go on Facebook and find every single photo I can find.
That's it. 100%.
All right, I appreciate it, Dante.
Awesome stuff as always, gang. All right. That's me doing that. All right, beautiful. Let's hop over to Roy, and then Donovan will round us out. Hey, Roy.
All right, Dante. Okay,
Hey.
a couple of questions. First one. Now, I am sourcing my products through Zendrop. And of course, when I do price comparison or price shopping, Zendrop is going to be higher. So it's going to affect my profit margins.
Yep.
And let's see here. I do recall yesterday, Tom Waddell was talking with Trey, and Trey was advising him to adjust the price or play around with the prices. Now, I just wanted you to just go ahead and make some recommendations how to justify a higher price. But here's the thing. The only thing that comes to mind is just bundling, offering as part of a bundle, unless you have other great ideas.
Well, price is all dictated by value articulated. So as you get better at articulating value, as you get better at marketing, that is when we can start increasing the price, because you can paint the picture properly for customers. You can break their limiting beliefs or their false beliefs and show them the transformation that your product is going to give them. And the more we can do that, the more we can raise our prices. But you're right. I mean, there is a cap. There is a cap of what you're going to be able to get people to buy the product for at the rate that you want. And we're just trying to find that cap, Roy. At this point, like, you're trying to figure out how to make more for the product by bundling, but another way to do it is another way to increase margins and to increase the monies that you make from the product is simply to decrease your cost of the product itself. And that would be going, so the first thing I would do, Roy, is I'd be reaching out to, before worrying about trying to articulate more value, I would be going to the manufacturers of that product itself, and I would be seeing, hey, what's your MOQ, your minimum order quantity? What's an MOQ? And if I hit that MOQ, what would my product price be? And then coming up with the math and seeing, okay, well, if I bought a bunch of these products and I sent them into ShipZoom here in the United States, what would the product price be? What would the shipping rates be? And then you do the math. And of course, you're always going to save more when you buy bulk of the product and when you have it here and you're running your own shipping, because that's where Zendrop's really making it. Zendrop's going to make it double on you. They're going to have a product price. They're going to charge you more for the product, and they're going to make margins on you selling their product. And then shipping, they're going to make margins on that too, right? They're a business. So just use Zendrop for what they're meant to be, just a simple drop shipper, and use them to find your initial data. How well is the product selling? Is this a product I want to pour more into, or do I need to go find another product that's going to sell better? Does all that make sense or even answer your question?
Absolutely. That's where my thought was as well. I mean, I love using Zendrop for drop shipping out of convenience just to test initial products. And what about AliExpress? What have you
Yeah.
heard of them? I think they have drop shipping, but they
Yes.
take longer.
They do. They take a lot longer. They have terrible packaging. They give you those terrible tie bags straight from China.
Yeah.
You could use them for your bulk purchases if you want. A lot of people bulk purchase through AliExpress or Temu. A lot of people use Temu. I don't know if they're still alive or not.
Yeah.
But what I would do, Roy, is I would find the manufacturer of the product and I would try and reach right out to the manufacturer by direct, because then you're cutting out AliExpress as a middleman, where they're of course going to make margins. It's going to increase your cost. The faster we can get to the source, the more middlemen we can cut out, the more margins we can keep for ourselves.
Okay. Sounds good. Last question has to do with Trey's website. I came across it, I think, as one of his videos here. He mentioned that he had a affiliate website, and let me see what it's called here. I'll get it to you in a second here. It's called .comproducts.com. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Oh
Yeah, DOTCOM, yeah, .comproducts.com. And he mentioned affiliate partnership there that I could be selling his products.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, well, my question there is that I tried to sign up for the affiliate partnership,
Mm-hmm.
and I entered my information and to set up a meeting or Zoom call, but I never got any follow-ups. Nobody ever responded. So I don't know if this is a question for Trey when he gets on the Zoom call next time, or perhaps you might be familiar with this.
Yeah, great question. So if you guys want to promote Trey's products as an affiliate, just go to his website, .comproducts.com, scroll to the very bottom, and here's your become an affiliate link. Feel free to call his phone number if you would like. It's listed right down here. You can get right with his support team. Also, I believe, this chat box. This is a chat. Oh, you can't see. Let me get myself out of the way. Can you
Okay,
see my mouse right here?
Yes.
Cool. So this is a chat box. You can always click on this and then you can send them a message and let them know, get them on the radar. I just don't, honestly, I don't think he's doing I don't think he's actively promoting his affiliate program. So there's probably just not as much attention on that right now. Might have gone through the cracks. I'd give him a call. I'd hit up support and get yourself on the radar.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that phone number.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. So, all right. I overlooked that. Okay. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. That's all I have.
You got it, Roy. Great stuff, man.
Take care.
All right. And let's roll over to Donovan. Hey, Donovan.
Greetings. How are you?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I heard everything you said yesterday, and I also was hearing some stuff you were telling Jonathan, and that got me thinking. I also saw a video that kind of got me back to my core roots as far as me understanding that price is made up. And I had been spending too much time trying to figure out how to price things for people that I don't tangibly have,
Mm.
and I just don't want to be consumed with that when I know that, if I can give you a great experience, I just need to sell you on the experience and that's it. So,
Mm.
with that being said, I changed my script up a little bit because we were talking about yesterday about the ad video. And even as you were talking to Jonathan earlier, I got some kind of tips and stuff as far when you said um, you have 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 seconds to get their attention. I'm like, oh, wait, dang it. And even as you said that, the script that I had rewrote, I took that and I just kind of like made a 3 second like attention grabber that's basically of the script, but this is exactly who it is. So it's calling the client, calling the customer out, telling them what I have and telling them what they get. And then I go into the script about, what it is. And so I was thinking about that. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I know yesterday, even after going back and watching the video a couple of times, I'm like, you were saying like use a number because before I had a percentage. But then you said a dollar amount is better than a percentage, which I understood exactly where you come from. And I agree with that. And then after experiencing what I saw earlier and then this other video that I was watching, it brought me back to my roots of like prices made up. Just show them how you can add value and then sell them on that. And so I just wanted to uh kind of like read it really quick if that's okay, and then just I'm here. I'm a sponge. I'm here to learn. So you could just kind of tell me what you think, because I will be shooting the video. I'm gonna just do it today. It's raining outside. I don't care. I'm just gonna do it, and I'm gonna post
Bingo.
it. So,
Yep.
um, so, so what I have is meeting planners, event production, price lock through December 2026. Then I go into meeting planners if you need audio, video, lighting, cameras, recording, or streaming
Oh, hit me
services.
with the real read, Donovan. Hit me with the real read. Let me get some energy in there. Let me get some emotion. Come on now.
Oh my gosh, it's hard to read. All right, all right, all right, all right.
I don't care about your eyes. I just want to hear the voice. I want to hear
No,
the
no,
tone.
no. I was putting the iPad up so I can see it. All right.
Cool.
So I mean, it'll sound like I'm in the library too, so I got all right, but I'm gonna try my best. All right.
Okay.
Meeting planners, event production, price lock now through December 2026. If you need audio, video, lighting, cameras, recording, or streaming, and you're planning upcoming events, you have to check out these production prices. Don't miss out on major savings for meeting audiovisual. And if you connect with us today, we will give you special pricing that you can lock in now through December 26th. Click the link below and get connected. And so that's kind of
Mm.
what I feel like that's you remember yesterday you were saying something about kind of like be a little bit more not general, but like you said something about words. I forget what it was, but
I remember and I forgot too, but I remember my gist of it.
yeah, so it's basically like kind of like not being too detailed specific, but make it clear to what I'm trying to accomplish or get across.
We were talking pricing numbers. I was
Yes.
saying in your ad, be general in the pricing. Instead of saying 10% or instead of saying 27,000,
Uh-huh.
say an unrealistic discount, an out of this world
Oh, right,
savings.
right. You did say that. Okay, so with that being said, I figure I kind of tweaked this, and when I say we'll give you special pricing, that can mean anything.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
but it's kind of like, all right, I hope I got your attention kind of thing. And that's pretty much that. And so um I was thinking of just going with that and then tweaking the copy based off of not the copy, but like the headline or whatever it's called, based off of that, and then just going with that and not necessarily being so focused on all right, let me try to spend all my time trying to make this price the exact dollar amount so that I don't tick the client off. But in reality, I need to be thinking, well, I know how to add value. I know how to make you a great experience. This is what I have. Do you want it? So,
And I'd love to hear, the only thing I want to hear different about your ad, Donovan, is I didn't hear anything about the customer and the experience that they're hoping to receive. I didn't see any painting of the transformation or the deliverable, right?
okay.
It was, read me your first line, not the hook, but the first after the hook. Read that.
Um, Meeting planners, if you need audio, video, lighting, cameras, recording, or streaming services, and you are planning upcoming events, you have to check out these production packages.
Sure. But that's all about you. Realistically,
Okay,
I
okay,
would love to see you paint the picture that they are trying to look at every day.
okay.
Meeting planners and event staff, are you looking to host an event this year that's going to transform the world that you live in? Are you looking to transform lives this year and put on an amazing event that stick with your customers forever? That's what I want to see at the beginning of the ad.
Mhm.
Right. What do they want? What does your customer want? The person building the event right now, what do they want? They're making an event to make money, yes, of course, but they're making an event so that they can launch their brand, so that they can elevate their brand, so that they can acquire more customers, but also the transformation. They want to change lives. They want to help the world lose 100,000 pounds collectively, right? Like, what does your client, and you know that the best, you know event people, you know why they do it. You've heard what they said. I'd love to see your ad start out with your hook. Calling all event staff, personnel, whoever else, the people, right? Calling all. And then, are you doing this event? Are you planning this thing? Are you looking to change the world? Are you one of the 1% that actually does things in the right? That's what I want to see at the beginning of the ad. Then you can talk about how, at Martin Productions, we specialize in not only it would be something along the lines of at Martin Productions, we specialize in not only the perfect lighting, audio, visual, streaming services. Not only do we specialize in hit them with the offer, hit them with your stuff, but you're going to say, we're also the real true experts in event culture. We understand you as a business owner wants to make this event to transform the lives of the people that you wake up and serve every single day. Your life revolves around these people, and your life probably revolves around these events. And the AV of your event is the most important part of your event aside from the culture that you've created. So we got to make sure that we nail this, because if we can nail this, you'll nail your job and transformation will happen. And you'll receive your goals. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's amazing.
Nice.
You're a natural. That was awesome.
I've just failed a ton. That's all.
Okay, that was good.
You guys want to see the worst ad the universe has ever seen? Let's do it right. We lean into the camera, not out, right? So let's be a professional advertiser. Hi, my name's Dante Torelli, founder and CEO of ClickFunnels.com, a revolutionary software. Click, see ya, done, don't care, bye. I'm not on YouTube because I care about Dante or his company. I'm not scrolling Facebook because I care about Donovan or his services. Right? That's the thing as advertisers we need to understand. We need to have a strong hook that gets people to not skip, to listen, to be curious. Ooh, what's he talking about? What's coming next? Discover the #1 secret to weight loss that your doctors won't tell you. If you stop eating this one food, you'll shred weight like crazy. If you just cut this one thing out of your diet, your testosterone's going to kick like a mule. I got to have a strong hook. I got to have something that my customer is like, ooh, what's that one food? Ooh, what should I change? That's what gets them listening. That's what gets them to receive the message. And then the message is all about them and what they want to get and the outcomes they're looking for and how you are the best service for that. You are like the last part of this equation. You guys understanding that? Not just a question for Donovan, for everybody. You are like the last part of this problem here. It's all about the customers.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
That was a lot, but cool. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Feel free to go check that recording out. But and I love your idea on pricing too, Donovan, because you can make custom invoices in ClickFunnels, right? So like, especially when starting out like this, trying to launch an offer, I would so much rather you, instead of wrestling with price, I would so much rather you just send people custom invoices, get them on a phone call for a consultation, and then send them a custom invoice. You'll find the price points that you're commonly dealing with. And then once you know the common price points, it's so much easier to create the offer, to create the package, and to hit that perfect price point. So I was saying all that to say, you're perfect. You're on track. You're moving past hurdles exactly as you should, like a funnel hacker.
Thank you.
Awesome. Great stuff. Do you have any other questions for me today, Donovan?
No, that was a lot, and no, I'm just gonna go rewatch this. And yeah.
My man, rewatch it, change the world. Awesome. Great stuff. That was fun. Man, I love my job. I am a lucky, lucky dude. Oh, Doug and Ashley, I'm sorry, gang. I'm just seeing your hand up. I have such a tight schedule today. I have another 3:10. I have videos and TikToks, all sorts of stuff to shoot. Really sorry about that. I do have to go. Doug and Ashley, if you guys have a pressing question, I do want to get you over your hurdles, though. Make sure we keep momentum building and flowing. So feel free to go to your private VIP community. You can put your post in there. And gang, sorry about the VIP communities. I just saw that like everybody's seeing a full list of all the VIP communities, not just your specific cohort. So I'm working on fixing that later today too. You should only see one VIP community going forward based on the specific cohort that you're in. No more scrolling through the list. That's on me. Hands up accountability. But cool. Love that, Doug and Ashley. That sounds fantastic. Feel free, put it in the VIP around 5 o'clock. I have a little pocket of time, so I'm going to be back in the communities answering questions there. But great job to everybody here. Great job. You guys are moving and grooving and you're doing the things. And it's a lot of things, a lot of work that we've been working on for multiple weeks here. Finally getting across the finish line. That's exciting. Make sure to take some time tonight and go celebrate these wins. I know as entrepreneurs, we typically like to play the comparison game when it comes to wins. Oh, I can't celebrate this win because my buddy just made $100,000 on his product launch. I can't celebrate my win because the mentor or the person that I'm looking up to, he made $57 million so far this year, and I haven't even crossed 100,000, so I can't celebrate myself. That's not true. That's not real. Small hinges swing big doors. It's the small wins that get us to the place where we have the bigger wins. So you guys, I don't consider any of these small wins today. I consider these big wins. Even if you consider it a small win, I would challenge that and celebrate the small wins. Like Tom, go pop a bottle of champagne with somebody that you care about. Celebrate the things that you've done because I'm super proud of you guys. I'll let you go for now. Have an amazing rest of your day. Looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. We'll see the tweaks and changes and make some more